Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today is very exciting. We're going to be setting up our bullet journals for January of 2021. So for this month I wanted to do a coffee theme. So I wanted to show you how I make dalgona coffee. Basically you just need a little mug, some instant coffee, some sugar, and a little bit of water. So you're gonna just use a tablespoon and just measure out one part of each. So 1 tablespoon of coffee, sugar, and then water. Just put that into like a container that has a little bit of height to it. So I'm just using another cup, and then I'm using this like milk foaming device thingy. Just mix it up a little bit and then make it nice and foamy. You're gonna have to work on it for a while until it becomes this really light kind of caramelly color, and then you know it's done. So it's kind of a really thick consistency, and then you can just put it onto whichever kind of milk you like to drink. So I personally enjoy using oat milk for this one, but you could use anything you have, and then you can just mix it up. I like to use these like metal straws that I have, and then you can just enjoy. So yeah, and for my spread, as always, I made some stickers. Now these ones might be one of my favorites so far because they're just so cute. So I made these kind of coffee themed stickers, like just smaller ones this time. I didn't really do very large ones. And yeah, I'm just gonna show you the process in Procreate how I made these stickers. So as you can see, I just sketched out what I wanted to do first, just kind of jotting down the ideas that I had for stickers, anything I could think of surrounding the theme of coffee. So I have like some coffee cups, a to-go cup, I have this little kitty, and then also just some coffee beans and like a little teapot and a little cupcake and stuff like that. I did actually limit my color palette quite a lot because I wanted to keep like a very consistent style and look to them. And then I wanted to include a cat of some sort because I just feel like, I don't know, it fits the coffee theme really well. But I ended up changing up the kind of style I went for the cat. So yeah, I think the little kitty in its cup is probably my favorite sticker of this month. So these stickers are, as always, going to be available on my Etsy shop. So if you want to check that out, it's at Art and Boojars, or you can just click the link in my description if you're interested. I also have a bunch of other ones from my past spreads that I did in this year. And speaking of, I wanted to show you a little flip through of all of my spreads I did in 2020 because it was recommended a while ago, but I thought it would be more fitting to do it at the end of the year. So yeah, I'm just starting with the first one I had because I split it up into 2 bullet journals this year. And so I started 2020 with this Arch and Olive bullet journal as well. And you're gonna see a lot of like empty spaces and just spreads that I didn't end up using at all. I just wanted to show you that that's okay. Like, you don't have to make your bullet journal perfect. It's just whatever works for you, and sometimes something doesn't work, and that's okay. I definitely have a lot of spreads that I didn't end up using at all, and sometimes I just didn't have the time or like, I don't know, the motivation to bullet journal, but that's okay too. So just remember that it's something you do for yourself. You don't have to make it perfect. You can make it look pretty if you want to, but you really don't have to. So I just want to encourage you, if you want to start bullet journaling, don't be afraid and just try it out and see what works for you. Now, I definitely had some favorites in this year as well. I think April might be one of my favorite spreads just overall because I think the layouts just turn out really nice. And I did use it a lot, so I think that also contributed to that. I did also love just the covers I did in general. I think they turned out pretty cute overall. But yeah, let me know which one is your favorite and which spreads you would like to see me do next, or any video ideas you might have. I would definitely appreciate it. As you might have noticed if you watch my videos, I didn't actually film my June setup, and then I actually didn't do a spread for July either. If you don't want to do a spread for a month, just skip it. You don't have to do a spread every month. And then September is actually the last one that I could fit into this bullet journal. So yeah, we're just moving on to my other one, which is this kind of rosy color one that I use at the moment as well. I think October is also like one of my favorite covers, I think, because I really like the illustration. And again, I tried a lot of things with different stickers and stuff like that. If you've seen my videos, you know about that. November I did actually use a lot because I started university, and so I had a lot of stuff to write down and things like that, and I also really enjoyed that spread. And then December is the one I'm at right now. At the point of filming this, I actually didn't do the last weekly spread yet, so that's still empty. But yeah, December was definitely quite a lot of fun for me. I really loved the theme. Just experimenting with using paper and stuff like that was also a big part of my 2020 bullet journals. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little flip through, and let's just get into January. So for this whole spread I only used two colors, which is this Mildliner in brown and then this light kind of beigey shade of the Tombow brush pens. And as you can see here, I'm adding a mini calendar on the cover page. And then I added this sticker that I made last, which is the cup one, but with January in the middle of the coffee. I just wanted to keep it pretty simple. So on the other page I just wrote, I guess you could call it a quote, I'm not sure, but it says "pro-caffeinating," which is kind of a play on procrastinating, of course. So it's the tendency to not start anything until you've had a cup of coffee. So I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, I just decorated with another sticker, and then I used the lighter shade of the Tombow brush pen to kind of do these like wavy lines all around the outside of the pages, kind of like a border. And I'm doing this all throughout the spread as well. I just also highlighted the little, I guess, quote, and then added some coffee bean doodles, which is also a reoccurring theme. I also went in with the dark brown to like go over the waves again, and I think it kind of looks like, I don't know, swirls of coffee, so I thought it was pretty cute, and I like the way it kind of ties it in together. So yeah, then moving on to the next page, I'm doing another mini calendar because this is my section where I plan my stuff for the whole month. And then here I'm adding the little kitty sticker, which is actually my favorite one, I think, and some more doodles. And then underneath it, I'm again, as you can see, doing the little waves. And then I have these like gray paper thingies lying around. I think it's just like a notepad. I cut out some rectangles and then just rounded off the corners and stuck them onto the page. And these are just my sections for events, goals, my tasks and uni stuff, and then my YouTube and Instagram growth trackers. So yeah, I really like the way these turned out. On the bottom left of these little sections, I'm also adding more doodles of the coffee beans. On the other page, I'm using this like transparent kind of envelope and some brown craft paper for my habits. So as always, I'm splitting them up into daily, weekly and monthly habits. It's pretty much the same as always. I don't think this is gonna change anytime soon because this system does work really well for me, and I really enjoy using the envelope at the moment, as you can probably tell, because I've been doing it for 3 months straight at this point. But yeah, if you want to try it out, definitely give it a go. I think it's quite a fun way to spice up your habit trackers. Once I was all done with the habits, I just folded it in half and then wrote habits on top of it. as well as added a little sticker and some more doodles around it. Then I just glued it onto the page on the bottom, and then on the top I added "But First Coffee," which is just a classic, and stuck on this little tea can that I thought it was really cute. And yeah, again, more coffee bean doodles, and that's pretty much it for that page. I also added a little heart on the top of the left page because there was some empty space there. Alright, moving on. So as you can see in my flip through, I didn't really use my brain dumps all that much, but I think January is one of those months where I have a lot of planning to do. So I'm doing like a single page brain dump, and yeah, just decorating it with a little bit of these waves and then some doodles and a sticker around it. I wanted to keep this whole spread pretty simple overall. And then on the other page, I wanted to include a water tracker again because I haven't done that in a while. So I'm doing this vertical one, and again, decorating it a little more. On the right half of that side, I'm also adding a expenses and a like Instagram planner for me to write down what I want to post when. Unfortunately, I didn't record that, but you can see it here. But yeah, that's it for this spread. So lastly, we're moving on to my first weekly spread of the month, and I'm again using these rectangles that I mentioned before. But underneath it, I am first doing those waves again to just add that kind of a layer effect. And again, I rounded off the corners of these rectangles, and then I just used the Mildliner to write the weekdays on top. I just did it in like a really simple font as well. And then for the dates, I again did these little coffee beans and then just wrote on top of them with a white gel pen. I also added those into the lower left corner like I did before. And then on the bottom right, I'm adding a quote that says, "My morning coffee makes me feel like I have my shit together." I don't, but it feels like it. Which is pretty much how I feel about coffee. But yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. And again, I'm just decorating it with more stickers and some more doodles around it. And then last but not least, I added a few more stickers just here and there, and then that's it for this month. So as you can see, my coffee is all finished, and so is this spread. So I'm just gonna give you a little flip through. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly did, and I hope you have a better start into 2021. I hope you're all doing okay, and yep, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Subscribe if you want to see more of my content, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye!